Nobody tells you this, but to become the man you want to be, you first got to see the man that you don't. This was me a few years ago. I was unconfident. I had no real idea who I was. I was weak in my faith, and I didn't have any real purpose. If you're there now, you know that gut feeling. You know the weakness, the fear, the doubts. So to flip that script, to get the body, to get the faith, to get the identity that I craved, I had to face where I was falling short. And first up, my faith used to be a mess. I grew up in a Christian family and I was Christian my whole life, but I wasn't really living it out. And so once I started to surround myself with other Christians, I started to go to church consistently. I started to spend intentional time with God and with the Word every single morning and also throughout my day. I just started to include God in my day-to-day life. This is when my faith finally started to plant seeds. And also I started to notice a real and intimate relationship with God. And this was the first time in my life where I started to own that I'm a Christian, because I was living it out and I was standing on my faith. No matter where I was going, I was not afraid to speak up about my faith. And this is the single thing that changes everything in your life as a man, once you stop being lukewarm about your faith and you really stand on what you believe in. And next up, it was my body. My body used to be a mess 3 to 4 years ago. I wanted to be in better shape, but I just didn't have the habits and the mindset and discipline to get there. And so I started to build out a plan to hit my physical goals, to build the mindset, the discipline, and the habits, right? And finally, this is the thing where a lot of people still struggle with, even when they get in shape. It is because they miss this single thing, and that is confidence. Confidence comes from the promises that you make to yourself. And finally, my confidence and insecurity, that all came from my daily habits, because I used to be very insecure. I used to have no real purpose, and that was because I didn't have the right habits in place, right? So even if you have the structure when it comes to your fitness, when it comes to your gym routine, I need you to keep that same structure when it comes to your productivity, when it comes to your sleep schedule, when it comes to your overall structure in your life. And once you keep the promises that you make to yourself, there is no way that you're not going to be confident. Confidence is just going to become a byproduct once you start to take yourself more seriously. And another thing that the structure brought me was real integrity, character, and a disciplined mind. And these are very valuable traits, because this is something that nobody can take away from you once you really master your own mind, your discipline, and also just your faith. So recognizing those 3 areas where I wasn't the man that God called me to be has really completely transformed my life over the past 5 years. And now when I look back, it was the best decision to give my life to Jesus, because I stopped choosing short-term pleasure.